Hi, my name is Steve Miller and I'm your faculty for Psychology 1. Now this is a course that I think you're going to really much enjoy because it's all about you. Or in my point of view, it's about me. Psychology, when you break it up, psych by Latin means mind. Ology means study. So this is a study of our brains. So that's exciting. And I think you can pull a lot of things out of this that will really make a difference in your life. Or it could make a difference in your career, or maybe a bit of both. Now it's important to note that psychology is one of many gen eds that are offered at Georgian College, and all programs offer between 2 and 4 gen ed courses, and this is one of them. So there are some things that we're going to need to get reviewed before we get started. Now, for example, right now you're watching an orientation video that I've made for Psychology 1, and I'd encourage you to watch it through to the end. There is a quiz on this orientation video plus your syllabus, and that quiz is open until September 20th at 5 p.m. and I'll show you when we walk through Blackboard where that is. So in this video I'm going to highlight a variety of things. One of the things I'm going to be highlighting is what is asynchronous mean in terms of our online class. I'm also going to look at where everything is located. Where do you get your syllabus, your assignments? Where do you post your assignment? Where do you write your test? How do you find them? I'm going to walk you through everything in content that you need for this course. I'll also be able to walk through how to access me, how to reach out to me, and any protocol issues I will talk about within the Blackboard portion of this orientation. So let's get started right away. I'm going to start by walking you through just basically what asynchronous is. Asynchronous just means in our application for Psychology Online is that there's no specific time that we must attend together. You can attend, show up at the Blackboard shell any time of the day, any day of the week. You're just responsible to follow week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just the same as all your other courses. So it would be really helpful that while you've got your calendar out to put your courses together in a calendar so you can organize your semester, make sure you allot 3 hours for this class as well. Because this is another class like your other classes that are 3 hours per week. This class needs that amount of time as well. Now there is a textbook and it is required for this class, and I'll walk you through how to access it. It's an e-text, so you'll access it online. So just as a starting point, it might be worthwhile to let you know that as a subject of psychology, we're going to be introducing you to the development of psychology as a science. It's not pop psychology and it's not common sense. It's a science just like biology is a science. So is psychology, and we'll walk through all of that. We're also going to look at a lot of concepts and theories from psychology and how they may be applicable to you and how you may apply them to you. Now we're going to look at some of the topics that are going to include stress, learning, consciousness, sensation, perception, motivation, emotions, all things that we experience and deal with on a day-to-day basis, but we're going to learn what the science says about how they can impact us and how we might take advantage of some of those learnings. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my picture-in-picture and I'm going to take you right into Blackboard. We've been looking at this blank screen. It's our entry page, and so I'm going to disappear now. Okay, so what we're doing here is this is our entry page. This is essentially where we come in every time. You might, I can't remember right off the top of my head, either you come into content or it will go directly to announcements. At any rate, content is where all the content that you need, your syllabus, contact, where the tests are, your assignment, journals, and your week-to-week content. There is a calendar, you may feel free to use it. All the content that we have, all the due dates, that is the last date on the open and close dates for journals, assignment, and tests, the last date, which is the last date things are available, are in the calendar, but it does not put the start date. Now you can either do that yourself or create your own calendar and put all of that in from our syllabus. And I'll show you that in a minute where that will make more sense. Announcements, I make them fairly regularly, so you can make sure you do check because it could have an impact on some decisions you'll be making through the week. I don't use discussions in this class, so we won't be using this tab. The Gray Book Center is one that you would want to visit. I'm going to click on it because what it shows you is all the content that has a grade that will be in our course. There are journals, 5 altogether. The first one is your quiz, that's journal 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then there's your video assignment, and there's 3 tests. So all of it's here, that's where your grade is coming from. We'll come back to content. Messages is a place for us to dialogue. If you need to, you can either email me or you can message me. And this is a place where you can message me or some of your classmates if that's what you want to do. Analytics we don't use. It's not that useful for this course until later in the semester, and only then does it give you some data. It's not that useful a tool for us in this class. And I will be putting you in groups for your assignment, and it's important to note that it's not group work. It's only a group for topic purposes, and you'll see the group name is a chapter in your textbook. And what you do is not work in a group, but you work individually. Now I'm showing you here that there's nothing here. There are groups there, but I'm not in any of the groups, so it doesn't show up for me at this time. So I will ask you that if you go into groups and can see everything just fine, that see that you're in a group, that's great. If you don't see yourself in a group, please message or email me and I'll correct that. If for some reason this is not working for us, I will message you each individually as to which your topic chapter is. All right, so please do the best you can. Try that out. If you see it there, please let me know. Okay, let's now move to the content and what sort of things that we have here on a more regular basis. Now this Course Essentials is really a good starting point that if you've got a little bit of time, not a lot, it gives you some insights. Okay, the first little bit is an introductory. I put the orientation video, this video that I'm making, I will put in here. It's not there yet, of course, because I haven't made it yet. I'm making it now. We have our land acknowledgement and some Blackboard course navigation. Now I've got some of that here in the orientation video, but also we have a lot more support links down here. We have support links to the students' services, the student success supports, as well as additional Blackboard Ultra support for students. So this is a good starting point. However, one of the places you must go to very early is get your roadmap. You need to get your syllabus. Your syllabus tells you everything we're doing every single week. Now, what you don't see here is the the orientation video. I'll be putting it here as well. But there's the video. If you click these lines, these bubbles, you can download the file, and I would encourage you to do that. Because I'll show you. Every colored box is something that has a grade and how much it's worth. So there's the orientation quiz. It's due on the 20th at 5 p.m., but it's open at 3 at 9, on the 3rd at 9. But then there's Journal 2, Test 1, Journal 3, etc. So those dates are there. You need them. That's your roadmap. So those are the dates you put in a calendar. All right. Now your assignment, Most everything I will post, with the exception perhaps of the syllabus, I will attach a video. So there's the assignment in this document. Bingo, assignment. And there's a video that I made that explains the assignment. Please read the document, watch the video. If you still have questions, please message or email me and I'll do my best to answer your questions. We also have the journals and course outline. Now this is something that not all students are familiar with. The course outline is an opportunity. You might choose to take post-secondary at another point in another college, and they may require you to take a gen ed or a liberal arts course. And you might think, well, I've already taken one. If you want to try to get an exemption from that other college, you need this document, the course outline, which walks through the contract agreement plus the number of hours and the distribution of grades. That's what colleges use to compare with one another's courses. Now, because this is a video assignment, ScreenPal is a website, there's the link, that you can use to make your own videos. And I've made a tutorial on basically how to do it. And what I would like you to do when you get to Screencast is create an account over here. You just create an account, there's mine, SM, and that allows you to share your video using a URL. And it's a URL you must attach for your video, not the full file. Now when you watch the video for the assignment, I make that pretty clear again. Please do not put any videos in, just the URL links. Okay, well, moving right along, this is where you can access how to contact me, where your e-text is, and some additional support videos that I've made that might help you get through this course. So, how to reach out to me? Well, click here. I give you a little blurb about who I am and what I've been up to. There's my email. And I need in your email your name. I need the subject line filled in. Please do not send me an email with no subject line. I do not respond to that. And then tell me which class of mine you're in. I teach 4 different classes every semester and I have around 200 students. So I really need to know which class you're in. Put that in the subject and your name and then ask your question. Now please feel free, if you want a WebEx or an MS Teams meeting with me, just email me with some ideas of time and what you're wanting to meet about so I can be prepared. I'll send you a meeting link and be available for you at the time that we've agreed. Now just so you're aware, every Tuesday and Thursday I'm making additional videos, so I'm not available to answer emails on Tuesday and Thursday, but I will answer emails Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right. Let's carry on. Now, how do you access your e-text? So what I've done here, you've got a link to take you right to the bookstore. And so I'm going to copy and paste this number. This is the CRN. It's a course registration number. And that's what the bookstore needs to know which course are you looking for a test or a textbook from. And you need your student number. I've made a video that starts at the Georgian College website and gets you to the bookstore, and then it picks up where this link goes. So let's just take the link. And there we are at Georgian Stores. So you put the CRN in here. Oh, I've done it all. Okay, I'm going to put that one in. You put your student number so that they can charge you specifically. You don't put it in, you won't get the book. So you need to put it in. And search. And there's our book. Rathis is the name of the author. It's 365 days. So if you chose to take Psychology 1 this fall and choose to take Psychology 2 next in the winter, you'll have the textbook already. All right, let's get out of there. So make sure you use that number and that link and you should be good to go. Now I've made some online support videos for the help. This one here is on time management, how to strengthen your Wi-Fi signal if you have a number of roommates all with devices. because I want everything in PDF documents, that helps me, and it helps me see it in the way that you intended to see the document, or for me to see the document, I need them in that format. I've made a video on how to make a PDF document whether you're on a PC or a Mac. And because I've encouraged you to put things in a calendar, you have a device, put things in a device calendar. If you're not sure how, here's a video on how to put items into a calendar. Okay, let's move on to, well, you've got to write a test. So here's where your tests are. Now this isn't going to look like this when you get in Blackboard on September 3rd. You'll see this quiz. It's open on September 3rd at 9. That's when you'll see it. But these ones, I'm showing you that they're here, but they won't be visible until the day they're supposed to be open. This won't be open until September 30th. This not until November 12th, and this not till Sunday, December 9th. All right, but I'm going to show you how a test is done. So we'll click here. It will give you the whatever details that I've put in for the test here, number of points, the amount of time you had, how many attempts, and then you just start the attempt. It will give you the instructions, and then you start. And it will show you one question at a time, and that's it. So you can use the menu down here, and once you submit it, you can't go back, but you can have unlimited attempts to do this quiz to get the highest score you can. Now on all other tests, let me get out of here. On these tests, you have 2 attempts. That's it, 2 attempts. You have a total of 3 hours to complete up to 2 attempts over the course of 1 week. That's how the tests work. All right. Now, when you finished your assignment, and you can do your assignment anytime between now and when it's due November 22nd at 5 p.m. At November 22nd at 5:01, this will disappear and you won't be able to post your assignment. You must post things on or before the date that's called the due date. And to do that, you basically do the same thing as a test, only you get a slightly different, this is going to look like the journals you're going to be doing. And instead, you put your assignment right there. You can drag all of your assignment stuff in here, or you can copy and paste your URL and put all of your documents in here in a PDF format. Now you can either drag them in or you can attach them, and you grab them that way. But they must go here. I don't receive them by email or by message. They must come posted here. All right? The journals work the same as the assignment, except there's going to be 4 journals. We'll open up one, and we'll go in here and start it. I will provide you with a video to watch and instructions. Your job is to write 3 complete paragraphs reflecting on what you learned. What was something that you noticed that was, well, that was interesting. I didn't know that. So that's what you're doing. And make sure that you do it before the 30th at 5 p.m. The 30th at 5:01, it will disappear, and that won't be available for you. All right, it's very important that you use a calendar to keep track. Now you write your submission down here. You just type. Now if you prefer to use a Word document or Pages, then do so, but save it as a PDF and then attach it. Okay? That's how your journals work. Now the last place we'll go is right here to content. All content will be based on the content from the textbook, plus additional resources that I will be adding in some of the videos. Now what I've done is I've put a little introduction, how the learning objectives from the course outline apply to this particular chapter. Anything that's to do, that's outstanding, I indicated I will be posting the tutorial for ScreenPal in week 1, so here it is. And also a reminder about the orientation quiz. And then we get into weekly content, and I have a video for this particular week. It's worth noting, just click and we'll expand it. Make sure it's HD. Then make sure it's HD. It has options, so make sure it sits there.
Hi, welcome to week 1.
Oh, there's Steve. Yeah, that's my winter beard. There we go. So that is what you need to get started. Please do your best. Make sure you watch this through to the end. Take some time to navigate through our place and make sure you have a good handle on what's expected. And I'll emphasize again how important it is to use a calendar and keep track of things. All right, so good luck, everybody. I am looking forward to this course, and I hope you can do well and are looking forward to it as well. Good luck, everyone, and see you later.